OVO podcast. I'm your host, Jonathan Lee, and today I'm here with
Zach.
David.
Zach and
And Pablo.
David. Wow, so original and new. Never had these guys here before.
No, I'm
No, I thought we were your regulars.
You are.
Why would anything be new?
It wouldn't be. I just felt like saying that. What's the big deal, man? You got a problem? Oh, now you're just not going to answer me. Good idea. Give me a silent treatment on a podcast. That always goes well. Okay, so what are we talking about today?
Our favorite foods.
Favorite foods? Okay, Zach, what's your favorite food?
My favorite food is tacos.
So original.
Yeah, I like tacos with Doritos sometimes.
Ah, I see. Dorito taco. Okay, David.
You're not gonna like my answer.
I'm never going to ever like your answer, but you're going to have to give it to me anyway.
Tacos.
Okay. Who wants to have the honor of asking me the question?
Johnny,
Hey
what's your favorite
Johnny,
food?
what's your favorite food?
You're going to love my answer. I know
Lasagna.
that both of you will. Tacos.
Oh, it's a taco family.
Yeah, a bunch of Mexicans.
Taco
in this
Tuesday.
podcast, bruh.
Taco Tuesday.
Italian Taco Tuesday.
So we all like tacos. Hey, David,
What?
if we were to get a fourth person on this podcast, what would their favorite food be?
Pizza.
Pizza. Okay, that's why it's just three of us. Finally cracked the case. Okay. David, you got a question? Zach asked a question.
What's your favorite candy?
Candy? I don't eat candy. That stuff's garbage. Zach,
want
you like
your
candy?
Hershey's Aggies?
Yeah, I like Reese eggs and Reese Pieces.
Yeah.
Johnny?
What?
Johnny? You
What?
want your Hershey's Aggies?
David, now's not the best time. You're
Well, I'm
asking me
asking
if
you
you
if
can
you want
steal
them.
my food.
You
and
said
chose-
you didn't want the candy.
You
don't
chose the
like candy.
podcast as the best time to ask me this.
Yep.
Of course you did. Why am I not surprised?
Johnny.
What?
It's not stealing if I ask for it.
It is if I say no and you still take it. Also, can you
Oh.
stop throwing it around? We can hear it.
That's
Yeah,
not
you bad boy.
You are a bad boy.
Bat boy. I'm not Batman.
Okay. Anyway, Zach, what's your favorite sport? Even though we already know the answer.
Football.
Football. Oh,
American football.
American football. Why, you think Americans are better than us? Is Canadian football not good enough? What's your problem, guy?
No.
Where you living right now? Tell me where you
Johnny,
living. Where
the
you living?
definition-
Tell me where you're living.
Atlantic, Texas.
Where you living?
Canada.
Yeah. So when you play football, what kind you playing?
American football.
Nah, you in Canada.
I hope you know
Canadian.
American football is Canadian football.
Amen.
Fool.
I'm not
There's
the one who
different
says
rules,
amen around
fool.
here.
Yeah, fool.
Yeah.
What about you, David? What's your favorite?
9 square.
9 square? You're boring.
No, it's a great game. I love it.
I guess it is the most unique answer, so I guess that'd make you the opposite of boring.
I really like 4 square too, though. And then like
I also like
I don't
2
mind
square
ping pong, but I'm
and
not good at
7
it.
square. But
Pool is
5
fun.
and 3
Pool.
square?
I like pool.
Nah.
I don't
Who
mind. I
wants to
really
ask
like
me the question?
basketball, too.
Actually, no, it's Zach's turn.
Hey Johnny, is
Shut up.
basketball your favorite sport? Yes, it is.
Johnny, you know-
Hockey.
Oh, Johnny, you know what my favorite sport
Like
is?
hockey?
Powerlifting.
Powerlifting.
You haven't
Yeah.
lift. The only thing you lift is tacos.
Oh,
And
yeah.
only to your mouth,
And
never
your
above your head.
fork or spoon to your mouth.
The only thing I lift to my mouth is
Fork.
candy.
candy.
chip. A plain chip with no
Hershey's.
salt.
Wait, no, Reese Pieces rather.
A
If we
plain
want to be
chip
more
with no salt.
specific. Okay. Somebody else ask a question.
Bet you can't guess what this is.
It's those stupid eggs. We've heard the noise the whole.
Wrong.
Well, I really don't care what it is.
Zach's turn.
Hershey Kisses.
Nope. Marbles.
Why are you touching my marbles? This is the worst
What's
idea.
this?
Stop. Stop, David. It's so loud. You're ruining the podcast.
Oh,
This does
sorry.
not need to be a thing. And those were
Okay,
still
what was
marbles.
that? Oh, you win this time.
David, I know
No,
it's in my
wrong.
room. There's only so many
Wrong.
things you can grab.
You're wrong. It was circular balls of glass.
Oh, really?
Okay, now what?
No.
I
With
don't know.
marbles.
David's just being dumb.
Let's talk about our what we do. Why is he there?
I don't know. Why is he
Hey.
there? Ooh.
Hey.
Why is no one there? Ooh, 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 ooh,
Oh.
ooh, ooh, oh.
So I do think mine and David's are
DJ's
girls.
available. Do you want him to be on the podcast?
Oh, once Zach leaves.
Or no? Okay.
We're girls.
Anyway, so yeah, I would like a minute to recognize in this photo Zach and David's immensely thick necks.
What's
compared to
better,
mine.
Xbox
Them
or
thick
PS4,
necks.
and why?
Xbox.
Why?
Why? Because for one, Xbox has a better what's it called? I'm trying to remember. It has
It's
better
a really good argument for why.
exclusives. Has better exclusives than PlayStation.
Don't forget the Xbox One X has a larger processor,
Also,
it's faster,
Xbox is better.
and it has better graphics apparently.
Xbox One's way better than PlayStation because PlayStation's network got hacked last year.
Wow.
DJ's free now if he wants to join. If you
No,
want.
I
Fine.
don't.
No, get him in here.
No, I don't want him in here.
Why?
I'm just saying it.
Why don't you want him in here?
Because
Why?
of what he said last week.
DJ, that was Nathan last week.
No.
You mental.
No. No, I'm not. No, I heard what you said. You said my friend Brian, whatever, says that Zach should be on a podcast. Yeah.
Brian Jr.
Yeah.
Little Junior Brian. Not as good as Big Brian.
As I said, we should take a vote
A vote on what?
on whether or not to let him in.
Well, you'd lose considering David wants him in. That's
What do
why
you
he's
guys
got him
think
here.
of the new
I told him to.
PlayStation 5?
It's a
Okay,
thing?
so we can just
Yeah.
invite whoever we want now.
No. He literally asked the
You
person in
need
charge for permission.
administrative
What don't you get?
approval.
Fine, let him in.
No,
Y'all need to look at the
no.
pictures of the new
David
PS5.
probably already has anyway.
We don't even have a picture of him.
Oh, great. Somebody's waiting in my waiting room.
It's DJ.
You are so quick to get him in
I just
here.
invited him.
Any chance
and he
you
joined.
get.
Johnny, he didn't even
We were
ask.
we were still debating about whether he should or not. You just bring him in. Just
I
brought
can't.
him in.
You have to do it.
Well, you
Anyway,
already
you guys
brought him
need to
here.
look up the pictures of the PS5 and see what you think.
Is it actually a thing?
Yeah, it's a thing.
Because I
Yeah,
could.
Release pictures and
I
everything.
thought it was just 4 and that was it.
It looks like a
It came out this
really
year.
expensive router. That's what it looks like. It looks like a router.
Okay.
Is he muted? Oh,
It stands up weird and everything.
Okay, well, let's bring attention to our special guest who's here now. Okay, great.
yep.
That's what we love to hear.
Quality
Silence.
podcast.
It's better than what we normally say.
I'm here, guys. What's up?
Not much.
Wow.
Literally nothing.
How original. Not
Hey,
much.
I don't know. I don't have any creative intros for you except to insult Zach's intelligence.
Wow.
He didn't
Perfect.
want you to join.
Well, that's obvious because then there'd actually be someone smarter than him on this call.
Wow.
Wait, I'm confused with that statement. You
It's okay,
said
Jonathan. You're smarter than him too.
Yeah, we do podcasts. We're not good at podcasts. We really don't know what to say half the time.
hey BJ, what do you think this sounds like?
Off the top of my head, crinkling up a paper bag, but it's probably you punching someone. I don't know.
No, it was Hershey's eggs, Easter egg candy. The Hershey's
Really?
Yep, in a bag.
Hmm.
Still unopened. They're mint condition.
Wow.
After you crinkled them, I'm not so sure it's mint condition anymore.
Maybe not.
Anyway,
Depends.
Jonathan.
Mint could be a broad term, you know.
Yeah, that's fair. David, I will have you on my podcast sometime in the next couple weeks if I can work out a date. But yeah.
1 second. I'm going to remove Zach from the meeting.
Why?
Good idea. Good idea.
Yeah. That's the only reasoning we need. Probably the best thing we've done on this podcast.
Very good idea. Just curious, do you guys edit these at all?
Nope.
Great. Unfiltered BJ going to the world. That's scary.
What you say is what will be in the final video.
If we knew how to edit, you wouldn't be here.
Okay, everyone, I retract the first few minutes of this. Let's restart.
I don't think that's how it works. Again, we don't edit.
And there's
All
no
right, everyone.
restart. We are in.
Uh-oh.
We were started before we invited you.
Yep.
That's
We
even
debated
more scary.
live about
That
whether
is
we
even
would
more
invite you.
scary. So what do? We say like, well, let's pause.
Well,
Let's
read your
act like we're
script and-
restarting.
Actually, I can pause it. Should we pause it?
No, I mean you don't have to, but let's pretend we're pausing and like start from here. Like pretend to reopen the podcast. You know, we might get off to a better start that way.
Okay.
Well, just read your script and
it would be a
maybe it'll
better start considering we wouldn't have Zach.
Yeah, it would be too.
He's gonna
You
be
could
very
stick to
angry
your
when he
script,
watches
guys.
If you're through Zoom, right? You can stop this recording and start a new one too, right?
this. Mm-hmm. I could.
So you can, and you should be able to edit it, even if you have like
I
whether it's
can edit.
Windows.
I choose not to.
Okay, let me put it this way: you should edit.
Probably.
Yeah, you totally should. We, a friend and I, we just started a brand new podcast. We only have like 7 episodes done, only 2 of which we've actually released so far. But I'm gonna have David on sometime because he happens to be the. Yeah.
He told me a little bit about that. I find it a little offensive, if I'm being honest.
Why? Because you're not the oldest child?
No, I'm not. And because I have David's email, I've listened
Ooh.
to said podcasts,
Ah.
and certain things are a little offending.
Well, you would have heard just episode 2 then, because that's the only one I sent him. They do get better, trust me.
What site
know,
do
Matt-
you post your
I actually
podcasts
haven't
on?
yet. I haven't
Okay.
put them on YouTube or anything. I'm thinking about it, but just got to get approval. And here's the thing, like we use a lot of sometimes like music or sound bites and random things, and technically we don't have the rights to them, and I'm not really
Especially
willing to
not
give.
your Nike ad.
Yeah, that was so illegal.
Sponsorship.
Wow.
That was hilarious. Yeah, that's the thing. Don't ever claim a random sponsor. I just run out of things to say that first
We
podcast.
did.
Oh,
We
we've already
used to
done
all
that.
the time. We
Yeah,
used to
that's
all
the
the
thing.
time in our.
There's
You
a
guys are
video
name
on
dropping
our-
Hershey's and stuff.
There's a video on our YouTube right now of
Not a
Zach
sponsor.
claiming we're sponsored by Pepsi.
Ooh, that's a bit dangerous, but
That would have
seeing
been a
ad-
good sponsorship though,
It
it would be too.
because PepsiCo is bigger than Coke.
Hey, here's what you can say. If we each want to give each other's podcast a little promo, you can say your show is sponsored by the Oldest Child podcast and give me a stick tap, and then I can say
Ooh.
mine is sponsored by yours.
That would work. Especially
What is yours
since
called?
this is
The
just
OVO or
the
something?
OVO podcast because we
What
couldn't
does
think of a
OVO
name.
stand for? What does OVO stand for?
Operation Victory.
Fair.
And,
That's
and
fair.
the third O stands for osprey,
Osprey.
orangutan, or octopus. We haven't decided yet.
I thought for sure it was Osprey. I thought we had
It
decided.
kind of was, but we haven't talked about it at all.
Yeah.
I
We're
thought
still
we
I
just
would
did a
call-
poll on
Victory.
Insta.
We did, but we never like made it our thing or did anything with it. But we figured we wouldn't want to be fat, slow monkeys or underwater creatures. So the osprey is probably the best choice.
Yeah, probably. Although, if you did some really long word like Onondaga or something, I don't know, that'd be cool. I don't even remember what that means, but it'd be cool anyway.
No one needs to know what it means. It's just there.
Yeah, the O just stands for O. Stands for whatever you want.
I have a question for you guys.
Okay.
What's something you would love to do, but you're too scared to try?
Oof.
Hmm.
Bungee jump, maybe.
That one sounds cool.
I'm
I would like to do
complete-
bungee jumping.
Yeah, I'm not terrified of heights. I just really don't like them. Like completely don't like heights. And I'm the guy who would be like, no, I'm scared the bungee jump cord will break. Because that's just my luck, right? I get up there and then the cord snaps. Like
Well, yeah, you're lucky. No,
Yeah.
just kidding. My friend
No,
Nathan
seriously.
from the last podcast, he's afraid of heights as well. Terrified.
Yeah, I listened to that. Whoever the last guest was way better than me.
I don't like
I
that
think
guy.
he.
Kept insulting me.
Well, Jonathan, there is a lot to insult. So
He didn't really say much. I just said it about myself.
well, yeah. I mean, sometimes we got to tell the truth, don't we?
Yeah. I was trying to think of an answer for David's question, but I really couldn't. So I just thought about saying I would really like to be tall, but I'm too scared. So that's why I'm short. We kind of covered that in the last one.
That's good. That's really good.
That's an option. Yes, that
Yeah.
works.
Okay, then that's my answer.
If a generous benefactor sent you on an all expenses paid vacation, where would you go?
Oof.
Hmm.
Here's the thing. I don't really like trips. I'm a bit of a weird guy like that. I love home. I am 100% homebody guy. I really don't like going anywhere. I'm a people person, so my trips I judge them based on my experiences with other people while I'm on the trip. For instance, we went on a trip out to the Canadian Rockies last year in BC, but
Mhm.
my favorite part was basically just meeting a pastor out there. Was meeting a pastor and his church and missions conference. That was basically the best thing we did for me. Like, you're looking at the Rockies and I'm like, dude, it's a hunk of stone. Like, I don't really care, I mean, that's a bit
Yeah.
offensive to all the nature people, but I really do not like anything made of wood, rock, stone. Like, we went to DC as well, but I mean, for me, the best part was going to the Penguins game while I was there because, I don't really care about looking at statues of Abraham Lincoln. I just don't.
Yeah. My friend Jackson lives in BC.
Hmm.
In that college as well.
Yeah, this is another question that I can't really think of an answer to. So honestly, I'm gonna stay on brand with embarrassing myself and stuff like that. I'm gonna just say anywhere because I've never actually left the country.
Ooh.
Okay.
So that'd be quite cool. But if we
Hmm.
want more specific, I'd probably say Israel. I
Hmm.
hear it's nice.
If I actually had to pick a country, um, my dietary restrictions aside, I would say I'd go back to the Dominican Republic. I've been there 3 times, all on mission trips, and that's basically why I like it. It's really good, great missionary, great church, and that's where I'd go.
Nice. Are a couple of things that you want to be remembered for?
Me?
Yeah, just you guys.
Definitely not this podcast.
No,
Wow.
just the oldest
Not this
the
one, but
older
the
sibling
oldest
podcast.
sibling podcast.
The oldest child show. Hey, don't mess
Oh,
up the name of my
whatever.
show.
Hey, he's supposed to be on it and he doesn't even know it.
So
Hey.
memorable.
Hey, your time on my thing will be classic. You guys know Matthew Piercy. We had him on last week. It was incredible.
Seriously? He's on Operation
Seriously.
Victory and we can't even get him on our
We can't even-
podcast.
Oh yeah,
He's in a group
We
chat
get-
and we message him like every time and he never gets on.
well maybe he likes me more. I don't know.
I can't believe that. How could he?
Hey, we're old school chums, and yeah, he calls me genius, and I call him super genius. So that's the type of relationship we have.
Hmm. We won't talk about what kind of relationship me and Johnny and
Yeah, I was gonna say
Matthew have.
I've never experienced that kind of relationship.
Yes, we are
with
on.
Matthew.
We
It's
are on a. We're on a weird nickname basis,
It's
basically.
usually just like jokes,
yes,
Yeah.
type of jokes.
the awkward funniness that Matthew brings.
It was incredible. We gave him a 9 out of 10 rating, at least. He was really good.
Have you seen
You'll
his
hear it.
YouTube channel?
Matthew Piercy?
Yeah.
Hmm
No, what? Leak.
Dude,
What's it about?
I'm gonna share. There's
He's
a lot of
got a great one.
Yeah, he's got great stuff.
Well, his
You know,
actual Matthew Piercy one's not good, but he has another one that's very good.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Brother Torres, he edited one of his YouTube videos, and it's hilarious.
but yeah, me and Matt normally have the relationship of just I call him a genius, and
He calls you stupid.
no, he's not offensive. He just kind of sits there, stares.
Okay.
Like what? Like you're not worthy for him to talk to or something?
Well, he talks to me. He just doesn't really call me much. He listens to what's interesting, and then he just kind of
Okay,
sits there.
so BJ wants to be known for his podcast and for knowing Matthew Piercy. Johnny, what do you want to be known for?
I want to be known as the man who wrote the Operation Victory speech of 2019 Barrie Youth Conference.
Okay.
Not known as the owner of Operation Victory or the host of the podcast, but just the guy who wrote that one speech. That's it.
Okay. What is a fashion trend you're really glad went away? Or
Ooh.
or just like, how about like gestures as well? Like dabbing and stuff like that. That's what I'm glad is dead. Dabbing.
Well,
I didn't think that was that bad actually. I mean,
mhm.
honestly, that was not the worst thing I've seen. I mean, a lot of styles or fads for me are just really stupid. When back in I mean, of course you look back to the 70s and 80s and stuff and it's just disgusting, you know what I'm saying?
Good thing
Oh,
I
nice,
wasn't around
Jonathan.
then.
Yeah,
No one
like-
swear.
it seems like everyone gets worse every decade, and even more stupid trend comes out. I don't know. I'm trying to think of something I really don't like. I guess I've seen some guys and they have their hair like completely shaved on the side, and then they have
Mhm.
mounds and piles of hair, and it's almost like they got a perm or something on top. It's just disgusting. It's like curly, and it's just mounds of it. It's like being a hippie modern day or something. I don't know.
Wow. My
That sounds
least
interesting.
favorite that I'm glad is gone is probably one that me and Zach made up. It was called
Okay.
Mix It Up March. So basically, you got a mohawk in the front, you got a man bun in the back. The sides are completely bald, of course, but the top back, because the front top is the mohawk, but the
Mhm.
back top is like a bowl cut.
Oof.
Oh, man buns are terrible. I don't care what
Question.
year you're living in.
Yeah. Did anyone ever do this ridiculous hairstyle?
Well, kinda. You see, Zach's dad went bald, so
Oh.
before he cut it all off completely, he fulfilled Mix It Up March.
Oof. That's tough.
I'm gonna say it did look exactly how I imagined it.
Yeah. Really creepy. If someone walked up to me with that hairstyle, I would either punch them or run away. I'm not sure which.
Both.
Yeah.
I may have made it, but honestly, I'd probably do the same thing.
Yeah, I know.
I've seen something funny. College students coming home from quarantine assert dominance by waking up before your parents so that when they come downstairs, you can passively aggressively sip your coffee and say, well, look who finally decided to get out of bed.
Yeah, hilarious.
That was so
Got it.
funny, David.
Okay, fine. Maybe you have to be a college student to think it's funny. I don't know.
Sure.
I'm getting pictures of construction for some reason.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was weird.
My
You know
friend
what?
works construction in London.
I'm pretty sure BJ watched our first episode of the podcast. I'm gonna go back to a question from there and ask it to him, just
I've
because
listened
I
to
have
both
nothing
of
to
them, yeah.
say.
There's
Ooh, I
two,
got a
right? I
really
listened
good
to both
one.
of them.
I have a really good question though.
Well, you
All
can
right, hit
wait.
me.
If you
What is
had
the strangest
$5, David.
dream?
No, you wait. I'm in charge. I said wait.
He said hit me.
I don't care what he said. If you had $5, what would you spend it
Yeah.
on?
I would spend it on
Three.
buying a restraining order for you.
Why me? Not even Zach. It's me now. Oh no.
Okay, well, Zach already got kicked off, so it's you.
Maybe I should just leave the meeting. Leave it to you two. Wouldn't
No,
work.
because
You
then we'd have the
leave.
oldest child show on your thing. Like, that's not for a couple weeks.
True. Okay, David, ask him your boring question.
Okay,
Okay.
Jonathan. It's okay. It'll be better than yours.
Probably.
What's the strangest dream you've ever had?
Dude, were you listening to my episode today? That's one of the questions we asked.
No.
I'll drop the exact same one I said on our pod. I don't know if
Great.
Oh,
this is the
I
great.
feel like
Now
strangest.
we're
you're,
getting secondhand answers.
Hey, I gave it first hand to my show, second hand to yours, but I'll tell it just as good. So basically, in the day, I had been reading a bunch of books on martial arts, and then I had this dream, and I'm fighting a bunch of like red ninja guys, and I'm doing all the moves to perfection. It was absolutely incredible. Like, doing all these weird kicks and stuff that if I tried to do them in real life, I would severely injure myself. But that was really fun, actually. Um, I've had a lot of weird dreams where I'm almost like 10% awake, so I sort of know I'm dreaming. So I sort of try to make the most of the dream and do all sorts of crazy things that I can't do in real life, which is a bit weird.
the only thing I can't do in my dream is ever ride a bike or like a dirt bike or anything. I always fall over. I
That
don't know
might
why.
actually be a thing because I tried to ride a bike in a dream once and I wiped out as well. So
Not gonna lie, I completely forgot my answer. Thinking about if I've ever fallen off a bike in a dream.
Whenever I fall in a dream, I always like spin, and then when I wake up, I like hit the bed.
Oh wow, that's weird.
Have you ever had?
That's the
Nobody's
same for
ever had
me.
that.
If I'm like standing over a hole, I always fall in. And if I fall
Yeah,
in,
but
all
when you
I
wake
see
up,
is a picture of me falling in my
Mhm.
mind. And then I
Mhm.
wake up and like hit the bed and I feel like I was legitimately falling. It's weird.
yeah, it is weird.
That's weird.
BJ's never experienced jumping down a hole in his dream.
I think it's because I've fallen out of too many trees.
No, what are you, like a gopher? I've never done that. Like who goes into holes in their dreams?
I fall off rocks and trees and stuff, not holes.
That's weird.
I don't know how you
My
fall
dream
off a
was from a
hole.
long time ago. I was Batman and I was running through a tunnel made of metal. I fell in this giant hole. It's like an elevator shaft. And that was it.
That is the
Do you
weirdest
think
dream I've ever heard.
Do you think there will ever be a third world war? And if so, what would it be like?
I have a question. Are you just Googling questions to ask? Because you always have nothing, and now you have everything.
No.
Oldest children get things done in the world. That's why he has the questions.
Yes, he gets things done. Oh wow. You're
Hey,
not
Jonathan,
saying
Anyway,
that if you knew what
you're
I
the
knew.
second child, right? Jonathan,
answer
you're the
the
second child, right?
questions. Here.
Hmm.
So if Jonathan's the second child, okay, here's a stat. You know, David, you are 24% more likely to be a CEO than Jonathan.
I'm
Already
Okay,
am.
back
already a
to Third World
CEO.
War.
I
Third
own
World
this
War.
business.
Okay, Third World War. Yes, there will be a Third World War, but it will be either on the eve of or after the rapture. Basically, I'm just going along with the war of Ezekiel or whatever.
Armageddon,
Some
yeah.
people say the war in Psalms will be first, but I'm not exactly sure. A lot of people have differing opinions, but
Mhm.
whichever war is first, it'll be pretty sick from what I understand, and a whole bunch of nukes, and Israel should be able to blow up everyone around them. So that'll be fun.
You know, I'm blaming BJ for my
I'm not
lack of
looking.
answers.
I'm not looking forward to having blood up to the tops of horses. To be honest.
Yeah, that's weird.
That doesn't
It'll
sound
probably
fun.
be like, you know how Israel is really like a hilly region too. So like
Mhm.
Jerusalem is way higher than everything else. So it's probably just gonna be like more in valley type scenarios where the blood does that, right?
Mhm.
And
Well, you can
coagulates
see
everywhere.
where the Bible says there's going to have that great battle, and
Mhm.
you can see like the actual spot, and there's room for it. And
Yeah.
there's hills on every single side, and it's easily enough. If like there
Mhm.
was a flood, the water would all collect in that spot.
Yeah.
It's very interesting.
So now we've morphed from random questions to biblical prophecy. Seems like we should get like some guy with a doctorate on here or something.
Maybe someday, but for now, I'm gonna have to end the meeting, considering Zoom will kick us all out in less than 30 seconds.
Oh,
So
wow.
Nice.
I hope you. That's how every episode
Thank
has
you for
ended so
coming,
far.
BJ.
From us
It was
just
nice
being
having
kicked
you.
out.
Yeah, no problem. Can I sign off?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, everybody, from Jonathan Lee, from David Lee, from Zach, even though we kicked him out, and from B.